Full time at the Emirates. Arsenal 0, PSG 1. Hashtag pray for PSG. What a performance from PSG. Luis Enrique. Let's just talk about them for a moment and then we'll talk about that dusty club, Arsenal. But Luis Enrique, he's got something very good at PSG. Yes, they won League. Obviously, they're expected to win that. You know, if you don't win League as a PSG manager, then you've failed miserably. You know, you've got to win that league. It's the bread and butter. And obviously, PSG desperately want to win the Champions League. They've never done it before, of course. And they desperately want to win their first ever Champions League. And Luis Enrique is probably the man to take them to it. You know, won the Champions League with Barcelona, with MSN. And he's sort of building a mini Barcelona. I've said it from the start of the season. You know, they're beating teams in the French league 4-5, 6-0 like they do notoriously every single year. So at that point, you're like, oh, but, you know, they always beat teams in their league. You know, the real test will be the Champions League. They lose a couple of games in the league phase and then everyone goes, oh, see, PSG are crap, PSG are shit, PSG are this. They go and play Liverpool off the park in Paris and then turn up at Anfield with the best game plan of sitting back, letting Liverpool have the ball and hoping Donnarumma and the back line can bail them out, which they did that night at Anfield, took it to penalties, win because Donnarumma is ridiculously good at saving penalties. Then Aston Villa again, let Villa back into it at Villa Park. Should have probably put them away very comfortably in the first leg. Oh, well, they did 3-1 up in the first leg. Should have buried them in the second leg. They went 5-1 up at one point in that second leg at Villa Park. So, you know, by their standards, they were 5-1 up. They didn't really see Aston Villa coming back into that game. So, you know, it was basically a freak result. And tonight, they've turned up at the Emirates with a great game plan. Control the ball, control the midfield, worry Arsenal. And again, it's 1-0. It's 1-0. It's halfway through the tie. It's only 1-0. But my God, that should have been 4 or 5. Kvaratskhelia, so many chances he missed. Dembele's goal, by the way, what a goal. Kvaratskhelia lays it into him. It's a lovely finish by Ousmane Dembele. What a goal that was to put PSG in front inside 4 minutes, by the way. And Arsenal, by the way, this Arsenal team are shit. I got called out for this. Oh, you're negative, you hate Arsenal. They're overrated as fuck. The manager's a clown, Mikel Arteta. The captain's an absolute disgrace. Subbed off again, by the way. How many times does a captain get subbed off? As much as Martin Odegaard. The midfield is terrible. The attack is awful. Saka, what was he doing today? Running into brick walls. Mikel Merino, why is he not being put up front? You know, the whole thing today from Arsenal was an absolute disgrace. 83rd minute for the first sub, and it's Ben White for Timber. Ethan Nwaneri, 90th minute. Oh, now you can come on, mate, with 5 minutes to go. I said this the other week. I think it was when Arsenal beat Real Madrid in the first leg. Oh, we beat Madrid. Yes! We beat Madrid. Bosh! Okay, if you don't go on to win the trophy, who gives a shit? This season for Arsenal will just be, we knocked out Madrid, guys. We knocked out Madrid. It's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Trossard today, crap. Martinelli, oh my God. 2 sitters. 2 absolute sitters. Gabby Martinelli missed. Again, Saka, what was he doing? What was he doing? Just nothing. Nothing in the final third. And the goalkeeper, oh my God, Kvaratskhelia nearly dinked him from the halfway line. That goalkeeper is a disgrace. The whole team, bar 3 or 4 players, are terrible. And Arsenal need a massive, massive rebuild in the summer. PSG halfway to the Champions League final. And I fully expect them to obviously complete the job in Paris next week. Let me know your thoughts down below. Arsenal 0, PSG 1. Hashtag pray for PSG, guys. Pray for PSG. What a win for PSG. Luis Enrique doing exactly what I expected him to do. But PSG need to take their chances more. They probably could have won this tie in the first leg. I said they should have won 3 or 4-0. But Arsenal, another shit show of a performance.